Welcome everyone, my name is Latara, and we're doing a romance with Morgan with a Dallas male elf. And I'm going to do a auto build that I have on paper with me. And I've been playing Dragon Age since I was like 11 years old when it came out. I want to say not when it came out, but maybe a year after it came out I stopped playing it. But this is going to be my second canon walkthrough. And this is going to be, and then I don't know who I'm going to romance for Dragon Age 2. But I know in Dragon Age Inscription I'm going to do a male elf archer with Doran as the romance. So I might just do Fenris for Hawk. I haven't decided if it's going to be male rogue or female rogue. So let me know in the comments below what to do for Dragon Age 2. And tell me, when were you introduced to Dragon Age? Was it Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, or Dragon Age Inquisition? Hello. So the golden city blackened for each step you take in all of the perfection. For it's fleeting, you have frostings to have doom upon all the world.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
Okay, we don't know if that's right.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
You don't blame the mages.
They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
They live near the main.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
I will never defend him.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
You know, I have problems with
I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Okay, so male, elf, rogue, Dothan. I will do a city elf walkthrough, but she be female and she's gonna romance Alistair. And she's also gonna be a rogue, but she's gonna do blades.
Greetings.
No. No. I like this one. Right here. Not good. With faces, so we're going to go over here.
I have lost concentration.
Sounds good. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. The archer build. Okay, let's do 3 over this. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Nope. Stay here. Thank you. And then we're going to do this because it's important that we do this. And then we're going to do this, normal.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
Get him. Oh, Tamlin. I love you, buddy. You did not love what happened to you.
It's a Dalish!
And you
Yeah,
three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop
What are
us.
you calling an elf, Samlin?
No? We will see about that, won't we?
You Samlin though we pick on elves.
You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
Sure.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish.
Actually,
We didn't even know this
all
forest
yours
was
is someone
yours.
else.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp.
Friends.
You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief.
Uh,
What do you say, Lethalon? What should we do with them?
Tamlin. Tamlin, give them a warning. Give them a warning. It could only bring trouble for our clan.
Letting them go might bring more of them. You are too soft.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave.
cave.
With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Don't say freeze. Huh, I like to see. We know these forests. There are caves, but no ruins. You lie.
But I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins.
Ooh.
We didn't get very far in, though.
Yeah, but this warden's kind of caused a show. How do you know these? How do you know? How do you know that's Elvis, Tamlin?
I've seen something similar on the Keeper's scrolls. And this is all you found? Why didn't you look for more?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
Tamlin.
A demon.
This seems kind of silly.
Where
to
is
ask
this
you.
cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a
Cave,
huge
let's
hole just
go.
inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go? Run along then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
I know.
Well,
you won't
shall
keep
we
your
see if there's any
promises.
truth to this story?
Yeah, let's
These
go.
carvings make me curious.
Shouldn't we inform the keep of Tamlin? I don't trust this. I'm not sure. I have a bad feeling about this demon.
Skittish Shems say it's a demon and you believe them. They probably woke up a bear. Let's see if these ruins actually exist. Then we'll worry about what to do.
Let's go. This sucks. This sucks. So bad. Okay. So Tamlin, I'm going to need you, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Have you go up. Number one.
Careful!
It shall be done.
If we must find it, let us do it quickly! For the
Why
fools
are you
there!
missing?
It shall be done.
Why are you missing? Uh-oh. Look a friend.
It has begun.
Kid died. Still not killed Tamlin. I'm so mad. Oh, good Hala. I love you. Oh, I wish I could have it, Hala. Can't get it. Yee. Oh, she's done. Ooh. Da-da-da. Oh, beautiful. Actually, I got some of my. So let's get this. David's promise ring. No, I want the David's promise ring. There we go. Oh. We might need it in the future. Oh, time for dexterity. Sadness. Sadness. All through this world. All through this. Ooh. That's the flower we get to, if we get to take it off. Ta-da.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
No, I don't. Let's check it out. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, and that worries me. We should be wary.
Always the careful one. Fine. But I'm not running back until I know there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be? It looks like the Shem was telling the truth.
Oh,
These ruins look more human than elven.
oh no. Go away, spiders.
Very well. As you say. Very well.
Stop doing my kills.
I shall do it.
I'm getting really tired of just doing my kills.
As you say.
Look around.
I shall do it.
Thank you. We're gonna go to the portal, and we're gonna die. Oh, that's not a good sound.
It's a trap!
It's a trap.
I shall do it.
Hold on. Wait, get my health potions.
It is begun. I shall do it. As you say.
Come on.
You say.
It is a fine thing we've done!
2 kills.
I shall do it.
No traps. I'm supposed to level up. You don't give me traps.
Look there!
That is a
It's a trap!
It shall be done.
Prepare to die! Now we do battle! No quarter shall be given!
Come on. I know I should be using my health potion on you, but my guy doesn't know that.
As you say. It is begun.
Best be wary! Take that! Most excellent!
I shall do it.
Let's go.
It is begun. It shall be done.
Look there! A cunning trap!
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
I do. This one button.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
Probably. Interesting.
I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here, with humans.
It is begun. As you say. It shall be done. As He said, no quarter shall be given.
Let's see. Give you some meds. Hold on, Demlin. I give you some meds. Give you some meds.
Ready
Shall
to
be
fight!
done. Shall be done. Very well. Very well. It shall be done.
Dang it, Demlin, you're using all my meds. God, that made me glad.
Are those walking corpses?
It is
Probably.
begun.
This place is haunted.
Probably. Behind me.
Prepare to die!
He said,
Got this.
For the full! Most excellent!
By the creators. What was that thing?
Uh-uh. Don't ask me silly questions that you don't want to know. Don't ask questions you don't want to know. Because you might not want to know. So you go like this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Don't ask questions you don't want to know. Let's go look at this mirror.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Look.
I wonder what the writing says.
That's ugly. Stand back.
It sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous? Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
Don't do it. Don't do it. This is how we get killed, Timlin. Get away from it, Timlin.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that?
Yes.
I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look.
No, Timlin, no.
It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me.
Uh-oh.
Help! I can't look away!
Oh no, poor Timlin. I love you, Timlin.
Can you hear me?
Oh, don't.
I am very sorry.
Don't be sorry. Help me. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this. Ow, my head. What's Timlin?
You're awake.
Yeah, I'm.
The god's own luck, Lethaline.
Yeah.
You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you
They
feel?
better be. How did I get here? Worried. Where's Timlin?
We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him.
Dang it. There was a human? Good. I don't remember anything. I was in the cave. Nothing.
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
The old magic. Is anyone looking?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke.
Uh-oh.
Stay here.
We're in
I'll get her.
trouble.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
Thank you. Duncan. Is that the one who brought me?
Yes, he introduced himself as a Grey Warden. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
There was another.
Walking corpses? Dark magic, but not darkspawn. I know not what the other creatures might have been. What else did you find?
I'm trying to remember.
What is the last thing you remember?
The mirror. Timlin touched
A
it.
mirror. And it caused all this?
Probably.
I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions.
Ooh, a book.
And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
I'm up to it, Keeper. I feel fine.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave.
All right.
Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
Yes. Take. It's a.
If there is any truth to what Duncan said, then darkspawn may show up in these parts soon. We must get away from that horde.
All right.
But that is not our only concern. Did you encounter any other humans out in the forest?
I did. Yeah.
Although you hurt no one, these humans roused their nearby village against us.
Cowards.
As everywhere, our people are not welcome here. We have stayed too long, and we must move on, quickly. Our clan could slaughter their entire village if we cared to, but at the cost of bringing their king's rage down on our heads. These people are simple and have simple fears. This is their land, so we will go peacefully.
I will get that land for you.
I would be lying if I said I was not. But whatever knowledge lies in that cave is not worth our children. I send you back with hopes of finding Tamlin, and that is all.
Alright, I'll go get him. Why do you want me to take
Merrill
him?
knows a degree of my magic. Tamlin's chances of surviving the journey back are greater with her help. I also wish for Merrill to see this cave and mirror. She has a sense for these things, and could shed light on the nature of this illness.
But then...
You recovered, and Merrill will too. Still,
I don't know.
be careful. Should you come upon this strange mirror again, do not touch it.
I didn't survive it. And we have to be forced.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
Alright, let's go. I'm just
Remember that Tamlin needs your help.
Okay.
They destroyed the last horde of
I
darkspawn
need
to
to
threaten
get
the
number one
surface
station.
centuries ago. It doesn't mean they extinguished them all.
Do you think this the cave was a darkspawn?
Darkspawn are savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself.
Yeah.
Darkspawn are filthy, diseased beasts that taint the very air around them. The Grey Wardens seem to think your illness came from this taint. Since you did not meet any Darkspawn, I don't see how that could be. No doubt he was mistaken.
What is Darkspawn's at? I never seen
They are mostly boogeymen, used to frighten human children. In modern times, they are rarely seen on surface lands. But rumor holds that great numbers dwell in the ancient tunnels of the Draganlan, the dwarves. They obliterate all that is in their path. Like a plague of locusts, they spread disease and misery when they come to the surface. An event to be feared, without doubt.
Could the bear like monster have been a Darkspawn?
The old tomes say Darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many Darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those.
I have no more questions about Darkspawn.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
Any-
Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock. When Tamlin's life is at stake?
Oh my god.
Very well. Not quite,
Listen, don't
Dylan.
get to me because
After they defeated the Darkspawn long ago, the Grey Warden's numbers diminished greatly over the centuries. It seems the humans have little use for them if Darkspawn aren't actively raising their lambs. I suppose the thought of Darkspawn returning one day did not occur to them.
And have they returned?
The Grey Warden thinks so. A war may be in the offing. If so, we must get as far away from it as
I
possible.
agree. Could we not help in the battle?
Let the humans fight their battles, as we must fight our
That's
own.
why we're in this predicament in the first place.
He seemed honorable, and his care for your safety speaks well of him. I trust my judgment. He said he had been looking for our clan, and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order. Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however.
What do you ask for?
It would be a great honor, though I don't know why any Dalish would choose such a life.
He would,
Regardless, he has not asked.
and all these?
They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalen.
Yeah.
Few can
I
achieve
agree.
their standards.
I have no more
Then do not
questions.
tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
Goodbye, keeper. No. Hey, Mary, are you?
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried. All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
He's missing. That's all we know
That's
right
awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
now. You've never spoken.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we dare strive to run?
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
Is there ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the Keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was
Aw.
killed. But your mother escaped.
And then she was pregnant. With me.
Yes, but also city elves, too. Those of our kind living with humans do not hold to the old ways. Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
So she abandoned me? My mother abandoned
She
me?
just couldn't carry on without your father. The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
No, I understand.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you are older. Perhaps
Yep.
the time has come.
Yep. What is it?
Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapen. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Yeah, I wish. Let's go! Let's go. Keep it? No, not. Hello. Behind him? No, it's not behind him. Dang, what is it? The shells. I think he's the voice actor.
It shall be done. Very well.
She's so pretty. Oh, this is
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you are whole and well.
I'm glad to be here as well.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
We should have.
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price.
He did.
Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
I know. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not trying.
Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
Certainly.
Come then. Help me as I go along.
Someday
Children,
you will tell
hear of
your
the
son
fall
that
of the
he's
Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
long ago we were.
Yes. Slaves to a terrible empire, the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery. They were resentful.
Yep, they
Because we would not worship their gods. And because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
And then the humans declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways.
Yep.
We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
And we chose wandering these lands rather than human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture. The clans stay apart, until the day the Elvenon have a homeland once more.
I'm recording a video. We shall return to the old ways, those who have lost.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last few. Oh.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
Irene! I'm about to shut this door on you.
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Do know.
When the humans enslaved us, they took away our language, our history, and our immortality. We quickened to the pace of life and retained nothing of ourselves. We were slaves for so long that even when we became free, there was little for us to recover. If books still exist, I do not know of them. Perhaps they have no choice. Dalish clans are scattered to the winds and rarely gather, which makes us difficult for any organized effort to destroy. And why bother? We have nothing they want. No land, no treasure. And we always move on, allowing no one to grow too angry with us. Some might see this as cowardly, but we are proud. We are the last, and we will survive.
We will survive.
Ah, yes. The Lost City. Before the Shemlen enslaved us, even before they came to this part of the world, our people lived in glorious Arlathan. Legends say that our ancestors were immortal, and we possessed magic the Shemlen could only dream of.
They're jealous of us.
They remain in human cities, forgetting all they once had. We call them flat ears.
That's not nice.
But they differ little from their Shemlen masters. A few may return, but we must accept that they know nothing of the lore, or why we keep it. We can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace. Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions. The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past.
What he done to the water?
Only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
Did elves ever live in the caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlen, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Anathara, it's good to see you recovered.
Oh,
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
We're gonna find him. Don't worry. I won't allow it to happen.
The Helllo mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
Thank you.
I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
Yeah.
I shall do it.
Why are you naked? My question. Talk to me.
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes, thank you. Ha, I can kiss it too.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Yes, I will.
Then I am proud to tell it. Our clan was one of the first to flee the Dales. When we came to Ferelden, the fiercest of the Shemlin were the barbarians known as the Clane. We didn't wait for them to attack us. Every Dalish clan in Ferelden united to bring the battle to them.
Huh.
The ensuing battle went well for us. That day we carved out our reputation of being the deadliest archers. Our arrows won us the right to wander these woods at will. It was this very bow that my father used that day.
Thank you for the tale, Master Island, and especially the bow. I will honor its history.
We are all the same clan. His hand is as my hand. I have relinquished nothing. It was my father who first spoke of the Vir Tanadal, the three ways of the hunter. The first is the Vir Asan, the way of the arrow, to reach for our goal unrelenting. The second is the Vir Borasan, the way of the bow, to bend, but not to break. The last is the Vir Adalen, the way of the wood. We are as ancient as the forests, each tree a part of the greater land. All Dalish are united in this. One day, we shall have a homeland again. Of course, take whatever you need.
Alright, thank you. Time for a little tea. Ah! Time to use the exploit. Time to use the exploit. Yeah, I'm using the... No! What is my father's stuff? What is it? ponytail fruit. Make sure I didn't pick my dad or anything. Okay. Let's go do this. Let's go talk to Mara. I don't know why you're naked, Mara, but I guess it's one of the mods stuff like that.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
Aren't you worried again? Aren't you worried
A little,
again,
but the
Sid?
Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be? Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it.
How much did...
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
How much...
Less than I'd like to. I know some of our old magic, as the Keeper does, and I'll know about these relics if I see them. The Keeper isn't sending me to collect anything, however. We're worried about Tamlin.
Let's go.
And let us make haste while daylight lasts.
We got all the supplies we need. Okay, what goes on? We got this.
I shall do it.
Ah! I will not fail!
I will make this quick!
We must gain the advantage!
As you said.
We must act!
Ha-ha! It is a fine thing we've done!
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
I think so. You asking me? That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe the mirror has
What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Yep.
Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
I'm fine.
It's just that you're quite pale. You look a bit feverish, in fact.
This is the extra.
Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness.
It's the
But
blight.
let's not think of that now. We should move on.
It's the blight. I got blighted. I got blighted. No.
I shall do it.
I wonder whose camp this
Probably
is.
Duncan's.
Do you remember it being here?
No.
The Grey Warden said he was returning to the cave. Perhaps this is his camp.
Yep.
If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that? Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Puppy, come here. Careful.
It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside.
Uh-oh.
The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Okay, stop being boss.
Damn you!
Defend yourself!
Away with
For the
you!
tails!
For the fool thing!
For the tails!
Yeah, I told you, Mary.
Very well.
You got this. Probably you. guy? Well, over here, looking for Tamlin. Where are you, Tamlin? Oh yeah, let's get the potions. Hey! No, what do you mean?
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
Don't talk like that. You don't know.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better do something. Tamlin's not dead. He ain't dead until I see him.
Very well.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
As you say. Shall be done.
For the fool's sake! Most excellent!
Dang. It took you like a long time. And then Miro, who isn't even fought Toothing and she's almost nicked. This isn't more about you. To be honest.
It is begun.
You will regret crossing the daylight.
I shall do it. Shall be done. Shall be done. As you say.
Ow. Bullcrap.
I shall do it. I shall do it.
No quarter shall be given!
It is begun. As you say.
Quickly, we must fight!
Set me! Shall be done.
Come, let us end this!
Shall be done. I shall do it.
Best be wary!
Yeah, we got this.
Very well.
Yes? Not much. They're an old order that saved us from Darkspawn in the past, but I thought they died out long ago. I'm told they deserve respect, though it was odd to see a Shem in our camp for... Let's just see what there is and get it.
Okay, let's go. Oh. Okay. Oh, again, these are amazing. Look.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
You heard the... So you heard the...
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andera Natishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
We're looking for Tamlin, we know. We're looking for our brother.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror?
Yep, we did. Yes.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Why is it unfortunate?
The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
No, then...
I agree. So long as the mirror exists, it is a threat to anyone nearby.
I do not fear this sickness. The Keeper knows how to cure it.
She may have weakened it, but she cannot cure it. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading.
Yeah.
Look inside yourself,
Yeah,
and
I
you
know.
will see. Confirm it with your keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger.
Get it, Timon. Destroy it. Destroy it.
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure. There is nothing we can do.
After all, he could be too.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone.
I don't trust
Now we should
you,
return.
but I won't argue with you. What?
The Darkspawn would have taken it.
Taken it where? Or what would they do with him?
You don't wanna know.
Darkspawn are evil creatures, and it's best to leave it at
See,
that.
you can't be that cryptic.
I'm
But I understand why you
sorry.
can't be cryptic. Can't we just...
With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire. It's not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your Keeper.
That's shady.
If you prefer, I can wait outside while you... I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick, whether you feel it or not. And it does as you...
I just want to make sure.
As you say.
That's why you look. While we wait, we... That's why you look. Dummy. too. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, I stepped in it. I was a dummy. You keep stucking. You got the haha. That's good. Oh, you did. Bye, Tamlin. See you by the end of the game. Or like somewhere, like when we go to after we finish. Sad.
I'm relieved you have returned. And I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Oh, you look so
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
if he was alive, no.
There were darkspawn in the cave.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Merrill, warn the hunters. If darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Galen, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure. Tell Harin Paivo what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to
We should
say.
have found him. Okay, come on. Let's go find Stephen. I know.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Galen? Is he truly lost to us? Even if he's not, we must leave soon. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence. Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young. It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days. Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
He seems alright.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask. Only that they eat living flesh, and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder. Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course. we can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace. Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions.
Let's go.
Your keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
Yes, Dalen. Your life depends on it.
The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that. But it means joining us.
Alright, I can do that. Will
we do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
I am honored. I am honored.
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen.
I only wanted to be
Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for...
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Dalen. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
We're going to Oxgard to meet Alistair and Morgan, my two favorite characters in the game. But I never have him in the party because he doesn't like.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all.
We'll be sharing blood together.
Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Ian. Tyrion.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor. Well, I admire you for being so civil to a race that's treated yours so terribly. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I love how you went like, my character went like.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
You don't seem very restored.
Despite the victory so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have
Wait
to do?
for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.